Commit any crime, they put you away for 10 years. Any crime.
Any crime.
Any crime.
What kind of shit?
Listen. Wait. Let me elaborate.
Okay,
Let me finish the entire system before you attack me.
This system is already finished.
So you go.
Nigga got 10 years. What are you in for? Littering. What are you in for? Murdering. Nigga.
Then don't litter. Wait. Let me finish. Cool. Cool. So you commit any crime, you go to jail for 10 years. Mm-hmm. You could, after you're let out that first time, you do any other crime. Execution.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever
No, listen. Because this allows no room for error.
How?
You mess up one time, you get 10 years to learn your lesson. If you can't learn a lesson in 10 years and you come and do that same shit again.
Hey guys, you're tuning into Cyrus Podcast. You've got the guy, Toby the Guy Senpai, and you've also got on my right,
Mo, aka YBN the Mo.
it's actually become a thing.
I didn't think it would be consistent.
Rolls off nicely.
You got Who's Tough, find it on the pod, aka the champion.
And you got your boy Tom behind the camera.
And yeah, man. So Mo, I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I've been having thoughts lately.
Nothing good starts when the nigga says he's having thoughts.
I don't know
What the hell have you been thinking about?
We all have thoughts, Mo.
Cool, so I'm just gonna say something. Huh? No. See, some niggas trying to sway my thoughts into certain directions, but don't listen to my behind the camera, fam. Too shy to appear on cam. No opinions.
Yeah.
Opinion.
We feel like I'm not here because you lost footage, but we move. Anyway, let's carry on.
Huh?
Wow.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Either way, let's carry on with the episode, big man.
It's actually why I went behind camera.
That's the whole reason. There's so
What
many
footage did we lose?
I don't know. That's what I'm surprised to see.
Yeah.
Just as confused as you
I
guys.
said we just take out his mic now.
Hey, man. This just in, the subscriber count skyrockets.
No, I'm not having time. You made the same joke the first episode I wasn't on camera. I'm not having it.
Okay.
No, but this time,
Fucking
it went up
recycle.
when you went off camera.
Tom,
Then
ask
when
him
Mo
why
said
we
what he said, it influenced the count, fam.
That shit has been going up. Either way.
So I'm just gonna give you something I've been thinking about.
Yeah, man.
Go on, man. We're
So,
ready.
Criminals.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not a fan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you my drastic solution, and I want to discuss it with you guys.
Okay. We're going to stop right there.
Wait, whoa,
My heartbeat's actually racing. You know?
My heart's actually racing. What the hell are you going to say?
wait! I have a solution to do with criminals.
Oh, this is like Yagami.
my days.
He's gonna do
Yeah,
like
this guy's going to do a death note, fam.
No, not a death note, fam, because that's not fair. They weren't aware. But what I'm thinking is that you commit one crime, you go to jail for a set period of time for whatever that crime is.
Okay. So sort of like the system we have now,
No.
or like
It would be
depending on the crime.
less contextual,
No.
and it isn't dependent on the crime.
Oh.
You go
So
to
like-
jail, they put you commit any crime, they put you away for 10 years. Any crime.
Any crime.
Any
This is
crime.
really
What
tragic.
kind of shit?
Listen. Wait. Let me elaborate.
Okay,
Let me
okay.
finish the entire system before you attack me.
This system is already finished.
So you go.
Nigga got 10 years. What are you in for? Littering. What are you in for? Murdering. Nigga.
Then don't litter. Wait. Let me finish. Cool. Cool. So you commit any crime, you go to jail for 10 years. You could, after you're let out that first time, you do any other crime. Execution.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever
No, listen.
Okay.
Because this allows no room for error.
How?
You mess up one time, you get 10 years to learn your lesson. If you can't learn a lesson in 10 years and you come and do that same shit again.
I'm not gonna lie.
Now listen.
For some crimes, after that first crime, these man don't need no lessons learned. They don't need to be on the streets.
Exactly,
No one
that's
needs
good.
To see them refer
Wait, exactly.
with big man.
No, but
they
wait,
shouldn't get 10 years.
No, wait,
These
let me listen.
seven man-
No, let me
It's
listen.
like, fam,
Wait, let me
it's
land.
like shit
Wait,
once-
bro, I haven't finished. There's still more.
okay, that's
All right,
fair.
cool.
Okay.
So now you man were bringing up the whole, what about some people that do murder and shit and niggas that just litter? Niggas that get little will hold the 10 years, by the way. Just don't litter. There's a bin right there. They're all about, put it in your bag in your pocket. But murderers, I've got a special rule for murderers, rapists, and child molesters.
Okay.
Then man, execution on the spot.
What, first crime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I'm saying for that is, for rapists, that's a sticky one because, you know, proving it is always a bit mad. But this
too.
system wouldn't come into, you know, its groove until we get a solid ratio of how we can work out whether a man actually did it or not.
This
Because, you know, people can lie, it's a bit sticky, blah, blah, blah. But let's imagine an ideal world where you can always know whether the man is a rapist or not, or the woman's a rapist, blah, blah, blah. In which case, dead.
Okay,
Now do you man
what
have any
about
problems?
murder? Like, 'cause
Murder,
that
they're
can
gone. If you murder, you're
circumstantial.
dead.
Circumstantial.
What do you mean?
So
What's
someone
not black
invades
and
my
white?
house, they climb up my stairs, I push them down the steps. Am I now going as well?
No,
What about manslaughter?
that's self-defense.
Yeah, manslaughter.
Manslaughter. How did you kill them? Vehicle manslaughter is if you were drunk driving. Yeah, you're dying. Shouldn't have been drunk driving. That's a crime in the first place. You'd just hold 10 years if you got
there-
caught for drunk
is there-
driving. But
is
now
there-
you killed someone.
Mo, is there like an age limit on this? Like, is this after 2018 or is this for everyone?
Don't even discuss it.
Oh, you know, obviously I'm a humane guy. So if you commit a crime before 18, and it's one of those crimes that was, you know, wait till you're 18. Simple.
Okay, hold on. Your approach is radical.
He's a
I
tyrant.
just suggest a few
He's a
tweets.
tyrant.
I'm gonna hear this too.
We reduce this to 5 years.
5 years. But then
5
what about people that like rob or steal?
5 years. I say.
What if you do like
10 years is a
another
lot of
thing?
time to take away.
Yeah, but yeah.
So it's 5 years. Like, either way,
For
I think 5
littering,
years
because
goes
no,
up.
you have to consider that
Why did you litter?
Mo is doing everything.
But listen.
So 10 years
Taff,
for littering is
Taff,
mad.
Taff, have you ever littered before? Be honest.
Any crime?
You have.
There are a
You
lot
have.
of crimes,
And
you know.
guess what, Taff? At the end of the day, you either littered because you couldn't be bothered, you couldn't find a bin, and you couldn't be bothered to keep it to yourself,
Okay.
or because there's not enough bins.
What if I just hate the planet? Okay, just joking.
Yeah, okay, if you hate the planet, then that's your own. Hating the planet, that's a reason to get. But at the end of the day, yeah, if you knew that if for littering you could hold 10 years, there's no way you're ever doing littering. And the thing is, man
you
out
sure?
there murdering and all sorts. There's no way if you knew you could do 10 years in prison straight. It's no question.
Mm-hmm.
There's no let's do a judge. The judge might be lenient. The judges are always given 10.
If you never think though that you'll get caught for littering, then most times
No, bro,
Like
deep
the
it.
levels
Even now
between-
at this time, what if you get caught for littering? They say you can get fined up like £12,000. I've seen those fines, and I don't litter. I keep it to myself. But you see those men on the bus sometimes. Like some man will leave their shit on the bus,
Yeah, true.
like bare dirt. If there were cameras and these cameras were pointing
Oh, I've
shit
got a
out,
question then. So what
You
do you
hold 10
think
years.
about China's credit score, human credit score?
oh, it's probably poor, isn't it? Over there in China, I know they've got those. They're doing some stuff to some Muslims. The UK.
Wait, okay,
Wait,
hold
where
on.
am
No,
I?
clearly he doesn't know what I'm talking about. no, not that one.
That's not what it's
Wait,
about.
human rights score.
No, so
No,
the Chinese credit score,
Oh, credit.
yeah,
that's-
human credit. Tom, can you look up just in case I miss anything? But a brief outline of it is it basically assesses you as a character, uploads you to the system, and then now everyone knows how you're ranked as a person. So you know your credit score is to,
that's interesting.
briefly say how trustworthy you are when it comes to lending money and paying back your loans and stuff.
Yeah.
So imagine that, but for your character, is Toby trustworthy? So the credits, so what they do is, for example, littering, they have a board of shame. So imagine the community we live in Newcastle, Jesmond, yeah? There's a board that says these 10 people are the top 10 litterers in the area. He is always dropping litter, and this is him.
That's
is him.
not
So
enough for me.
When you're going off to Waitrose and Tesco, your face is there.
That's not enough for me.
So then that's chat. No, I'm just saying, like, what is your opinion on that? So you're saying it's not enough.
I mean, I see what they're
and
trying to
other-
do.
and
They're
other
trying
stuff
to
is
they're
like-
essentially trying to shame you into not doing it.
Yeah, and other stuff as far as the credit goes now is like getting married. Like they basically what's it called when they're applying numbers to your character? I forgot the term, but like they're putting numbers to your value
putting
as a
value.
human. Yeah, as in like if you want your daughter to marry this person, look up this nigga's credit as a human being, fam, because this guy is in debt. This guy has been to da 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 da. So he has a score of let's say 800. But the ideal score is 2,000, and this nigga's on 800.
800.
Tough,
Big
yeah.
man improve.
I got it up now. Pretty much it's called Social Credit Score (SCS).
Yeah.
They want to
That's amazing.
They want it to be implemented by 2020. So this isn't actually a new thing. I'm thinking it might actually be in action or So pretty much
That's impressive. Would
don't
you
know.
like to be on this fucking social credit?
either way.
I don't know about this cheat.
Actually, no. I think you need to hear what it actually includes. So the
Oh, go on.
SCS
Oh, this is
seems
important.
relatively simple.
Yeah.
Every citizen in China, which now has numbers swelling to over 1.3 billion, would be given a score that, as a matter of public record, is available for all to see. This citizen score comes from monitoring an individual's social behavior, from their spending habits and how regularly they pay their bills, to their social interactions, and it will become the basis of that person's trustworthiness, which will also be publicly ranked.
Yo, Panda Senpai is done when they talk about Reddit. Yo, that nigga's done now.
You have to say stage name.
Okay, actually, you guys listen here. Okay, a citizen's score affects their eligibility for a number of services, including the kinds of jobs or mortgages they can get, and also impacts what schools their children qualify for.
Their children.
In this respect, the SCS resembles one of the most chilling episodes of Black Mirror's third season. Incidentally, the show isn't really known as a feel-good flick. It talks about blacks.
Wait, they said they analyzed spending habits.
Yeah.
Do you man spending habits? Do you think you guys could be calm with the social credit score? Looking at your spending habits.
No, at first year I would have been finished, bro.
I'd be
First year
finished.
uni, I'd be done.
I'd be finished regardless.
Yeah, but why would you be done?
I
Because there's nothing for you to be afraid
No,
of.
your
other
spending
than-
habits could include like if you just buy alcohol.
No, but that's my point. No, but I don't think so. I'm sure it's the spending habits is more like if you overspend like out of your means, and then you have to spend like for a certain amount of time until you get your next paycheck or whatever. You have to be living bare frugally. Is that someone you want to be with, and your score might go down for that? It would be crazy if like it's like we don't value people that buy alcohol. So if you buy alcohol, your score goes down. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
could be
No,
like.
I think that's
the
what
spending
what
habit.
it means. Like if you spend out your means, so like if you're spending more than you get,
Oh,
that type of thing. I think.
Or if you're like you're a gambler or something like that.
yeah.
Like,
I
if
just
like,
mean your
like one of
habits.
them, your score goes down. Hey, bro, China, I don't rate the government and what they're doing over there, but they're not
I
doing it
think
properly.
this is a good idea.
Mine is a much better idea.
No, yours is a terrible idea.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yours-
Tell me an
yours
actual
is
flaw.
a
Tell me an
bad
actual
idea.
flaw. I'm waiting for you, man. Tell me an actual flaw.
A natural flaw.
An actual flaw, because
An actual flaw is that it doesn't take into account context. The whole point of the judicial system, is you go there and you fight for your case.
and what happens with the judicial system? Is it working?
Sometimes it's wrong, sometimes it's right, but you roll the dice for crying out loud, Mo.
Yeah, I'd rather
You
not
roll
roll the
the
dice.
fucking dice, lad.
I'd rather not roll the dice. I want everyone to know you commit a crime in my kingdom,
Your kingdom.
then you're told in 10 years. You commit a crazy crime, as the ones I listed before. That list can be changed, like added to. Nothing's been taken out. Like
How about
child molest-
treason? What's going for treason?
treason? Like, oh, bro, I
Treason.
totally forgot. Any terrorism, any sort of shit like that. Shoot.
Walk the
Execution.
plank, big man.
Execution.
Execution.
But I know. I think context when it comes to sentencing,
Fucking
context really
hell.
does matter.
Yeah,
I'm not
context
gonna lie,
does
context
matter.
Yeah.
matters a lot when it comes to
Yeah,
sentencing.
yeah,
So I just think that what's called one fits all thing, it doesn't make sense in my opinion.
Yeah, but you
So
guys
many
don't think it makes sense. But
circumstances.
right now, with the whole, what's it called again? Context mattering, and there being a certain time period that some people stay in jail for a certain crime, but it's up to the judge what he gives and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you think that works? What do you think prison is for?
Reforming
Okay, does it work? Are people reformed?
sometimes. Say some bear man find God in prison.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for them to find
Well,
God.
Allah,
I'm looking
bro.
for them to find common sense. Bro,
I mean, I
and I'm
think it
telling
goes
you,
hand in hand.
Common
I'm
sense.
telling you, right now, prison is bare in the UK. Let's be honest, it's not a reform thing. Go chat to man in Sweden, Denmark, those other countries. I know they have nicer, more lavish prisons. You know,
Yeah,
they
man,
actually
got
care
the
about your
PlayStation
mentals.
5s in jail. fam.
Exactly, yeah. Like over there, they're like their prisons are more on the reform thing. Over here, yeah, it's not. It's about, and especially in America as well, it's about extracting value out of your prisoners and just stopping people up. People get there, like there's a whole business that's run off off the prison system right now.
You can invest in the prison. That's what Michael
Exactly.
Jordan. He's not in trouble for it, but people try and cancel him. But it's one of those things that he's just invested in the prison. Some American colleges can also be invested in prison. That it's a lucrative business. Yeah,
Yeah, it's,
Like,
exactly.
lots of
That's the
money.
issue. I'm not trying to make a business out of out of the human race. So what I'm saying is, the whole prison and crime, etc. Like, if you commit those, you're getting 10 years. We can talk about the length, higher, lower. I don't mind. To learn your damn lesson, to learn it, to learn your lesson and never commit that thing again.
So you think?
I know that if you step wrong,
So So you're talking
No,
about
no, Mo,
you're
no.
talking about ruling with an iron fist,
Mo, I think I
a
found
hammer
my
of
opinion.
justice, where you just
Yes.
slam it down on anyone. Like
This
do
would
you
also
think-
be in an ideal
do you
world
think-
where people aren't
Do
driven
you think
to.
that's a fair place? Do you think that's a safe and happy country?
Is this
No,
a safe and
to
happy
live in.
country for people, for
I
people to live in?
mean, it's alright.
Because what I'm saying
It
is,
is
what
not that
happens,
bad.
because you have to think about things where I heard about this story where a woman that was drunk driving, that got caught for a drunk driving charge, for me is a terrible thing to do. It isn't on my list of, straight execution thing, but it's a terrible
Yeah.
thing to do. Yeah. She got held to a DUI, cool. She got let out, and then she ended up killing someone because she went drunk driving again. And this happens multiple times.
Okay.
Because these people, like, at the end of the day, if you drunk drive, you don't care. And most times, you won't see common sense or you won't see logic until you've hurt somebody else. If you're just picked up because you were swerving on the road a bit, and police pull you over and like, okay, cool, let's check your breath. You're going to prison for this. This is a crime. Cool, you go away for however many months or you get let out on bail, anything like that. You won't learn your lesson properly
I think-
until you step out, do the drunk driving thing again because you were dumb enough to do it in the first place and you fuck up somebody's life.
Actually,
So what I'm saying
I
is,
think-
after she would have done it the first time, she's holding 10 years. 10 years to learn about her drunk driving. She comes out and does that again, stupid enough to do it again. She's done. You can't be taking lives.
Actually,
What
Mo,
about
Except we're not
having
getting
a
in my
tier
society.
list? What
That's
about
what I'm
having
saying.
a
I'm not
tier
gonna lie,
list?
the progression of the human race will be will be inhibited. Like, big man, do you know how difficult it is to re-enter society after 10 years? Actually, even after 5 years, never mind 10 years. Deep
Yeah,
from
facts.
deep how different the world
From
is
2000 to
2010 to 2020.
Technology changes.
That's mad. That's true.
Do you know how mad it? No,
But I'm
no,
not saying I'm
okay,
going to
no,
restrict them
no.
from how the world is changing, bro. They're going to know that phones are being invented.
What do you mean?
iPads.
I tell you what, there's
Well,
going
my
to
prisons
be
are
a
gonna be-
weekly newspaper.
What do you mean? There's going to be a
saying-
lot less people in my prisons.
So what? Yo, check it out, guys. Look, it's an iPhone. Fam, when I get out, I wanna try one of these still.
I mean,
Like,
they're not
fam,
gonna, it's not like they're locked out of. It's not like they have zero contact with the world. Don't know what
They
I'm talking about,
kinda
guys.
do,
They
bro.
don't. No, maybe
No,
in the
my
prisons,
guy.
no.
Hold
And
on.
wait, even still, prisons are not on. There aren't that thing where if you step in there in 2000, you're gonna step out and you feel like Captain America when he woke up from the ice, fam. It's not that deep.
bro.
I'm saying there's definitely a shift.
Bro,
Like if you went to
trust
prison
me.
in the 80s, yeah, and you come out now, it's been 40 years. If you come out now, then it'll be mad. The world will look crazy.
We're saying from 2000
2000
to 2020.
2000 to 2020. It's
That's
mad.
crazy.
But it's
That-
not like you're
those
unaware of
decades
what's
are
happening.
crazy.
You won't be able to comprehend it, like to the level that it is. But it's not like you wouldn't have heard of it at all. These people aren't closed off like
No,
that.
but Mo, what I'm saying is like you're in jail. There's no iPhones, bro.
Okay.
There's no laptops.
can't use
Okay.
There's
Okay. Why am I
technology.
supposed to care? Who
Hold
told
on.
them to commit a crime?
Wait, don't
Who
talk
told them
about
to commit a
Ken.
crime?
Talk about Ken. I'm just saying that there is a difference. Not about you, Ken, or not.
So
but
what,
there
should
is
they
a
go away for
difference.
5 years?
It's like a time capsule, fam. When you go into jail, it's a
Yes.
time capsule. Big time capsule.
Okay, cool.
It's like social media changed the way people behave, the way businesses work. Fucking
Mm-hmm.
Uber Eats changed delivery. Like not Uber Eats, sorry, Just Eat. All
Deliveroo, all
the
of them
shit's
ones,
changed.
yeah.
Like
Even
so many
Netflix,
little
bro.
things. Netflix on demand television. This guy's talking about I've just come out. Let me go rent a movie in fucking Blockbusters. These times it's dead. Like I'm just saying it's peak for them, man. Like of course, like if you do your crime, it's mad. And what's even worse is if you're wrongly accused and you come out, because there's those cases of guys who've had their time taken away from them, and then they come out and they
Yeah,
just
exactly.
don't know.
I
what's
do
going
not
on.
like wrongly accused
And
cases.
feds will start moving power. Oh, it's long, bro.
Yeah, but what
because-
what I'd suggest for your thing though is like, what if you had a hierarchy or like tiers for certain things? So littering is a guaranteed maybe 3 years. Assault and battery, that's maybe 5 years, but like you section it off, because giving 10 years straight to everything is ridiculous, mate. Because you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hardcore felons doing. To be fair, like hardcore felons, do they get separated from the people who do?
There's
like,
different
minor
kinds of
crimes?
prisons.
There's different kinds of prisons. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
would
there's
you?
general population, there's maximum security for the dangerous niggas. But dangerous niggas, yeah, in mine, more time, they're already off. The
Oh,
real
so your
dangerous
prisons
niggas,
would be
maybe
full
like
of,
people
litterers
that
and shit.
robbed, yeah, like violent robbery, armed robbery, stuff like that.
What about drugs? What about drug dealing?
Drug dealing, can't lie to you, that's a 10-year offense. However, if your drug dealing has directly led to a death, that might be but again,
An OD.
no, that's not fair. Again.
You mean like a bad batch?
I say, let's just say drug dealing, 10 years, anything to do with drugs, 10 years. If you kill someone directly,
I know. I just think
you man can have your
in
own
my
opinions,
opinion, I think that
That's
the
what
minimum.
you're stuck on.
I think the minimum of certain crimes should be increased. Like I think rape offences should have a higher minimum than drug-related offences.
Life.
I think they should stop
You man are
locking the
trying to
man
take
them
a
up for
life.
weed.
Rape. You man aren't deep in rape enough. fam, I'm telling
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Raise the minimum. Big man.
No, raise the minimum, lock
can I
them
finish,
up.
please.
You're defending
Jesus
these.
Christ. Anyway,
Tired of you.
listen. In my opinion, rape
Tired.
20 year minimum.
Is that enough?
Huh?
Is that enough? I don't know.
No, let's
I
talk
don't
about
know.
this. Is that enough?
For rape.
Yes, 20 years.
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum. But
'cause
20 years
I'm-
minimum
I'm-
means that
I'm
they're
not
getting
saying-
at least 20 years.
Okay, my question to you guys is whether or not you think increasing the sentence of a crime is actually going to deter people.
Okay,
from
that's
doing
another
that
question.
crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm curious about with most things as well.
No.
Because I generally think that there's maybe somewhat of a link, but I don't think that's directly proportional where you could say, oh, the higher sentence you get, the less likely people are to commit the crime. If anything, probably a bigger influence that would be had is the likelihood of you committing or you being caught for that crime. Like, for example, like with people breaching COVID, if you heard of no one who got fined and then the police were hanging out like £1,000 fines, then I doubt anyone will take that as seriously as like the police handing out £200 fines, but you're hearing that everyone's getting busted, like each party's getting busted. So like that's
To answer your question on that, I'd say I would be more scared if it was £100 fine. Yeah, hopefully, like we're in positions where you can sort of pay off £100 fine. Like whether you even having to ask your parents. What would be scary is if it was £100 fine, but the police were accurate and on job. It would be terrifying, like to the point where like they're moving like Batman, fam. Like they're always there.
Yeah.
Wherever there's a party, busted. Versus having a fucking 20k fine, but the police only catch maybe one person. Like they're not on job like that. It's 20k, but are they really gonna get us? I'm not really scared because the presence isn't on us like that to even be scared. But £100 where like they're on you. It's not even like you can get caught and be like, yeah, whatever, it's £100, but they catch you again. They catch you again till you learn your lesson, like, and keep finding you. That is, to me, is a lot more scarier than just, a higher fine.
because like even with like the drunk driving situation, for example, like regardless whether or not she spends her sentence like 5 years, 10 years, whatever, regardless, she's still out there potentially like putting someone in harm's way, if you get me. So regardless of how long she spends in prison, she's probably still likely to commit that crime regardless. It's up until she gets caught that it's like, okay, you prevented this person from carrying on doing what they were doing. So I feel like your tension's in the wrong place. Because I don't know what your purpose is in regards to like the system.
Making society a better place.
Mo, in my
But
opinion, I'm
I
just
think
going to
it's
say
being focused in the
that
wrong place.
Listen,
I get
no
what you're
one's
saying
voting for
exactly.
you,
Yeah,
fam.
but my whole issue with that is not issue because what you say makes complete sense. Yeah, like there's a certain point up to which the time you're going to be put away for the crime will actually affect whether you should do the crime in the first place. Because most people don't even think in terms of that,
Yeah,
in terms of that mindset. Like, oh, if I get caught,
yeah,
they're thinking they're not going to get caught in the first place.
yeah.
Yeah. Then when it comes to smack them in the face, fuck, 20 years behind bars.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nothing to do.
Yeah.
from there.
Then they might regret it, but even so, they've already done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole thing is the people that do these crimes and then commit again and again and again and again. People that get put away for shit like drunk driving, and you don't even get hefty sentences for drunk driving. I don't even know the exact stats, but I know you don't get put away for bare years for drunk driving. Yeah. At the most, your license is going to be terminated. Maybe you'll get a couple points, or you're put away for maybe up to over a year, stuff like that. For me, that's not enough, especially when you're doing something that is putting people's lives directly at risk.
Yeah.
That's people that aren't driving. That's people that are just on the road. You don't have to be a driver, someone else that drives, to be at risk of a drunk driver. You could be any kid or person on the pavement. Yeah, you could be a bicyclist. Oh, sorry, a cyclist. Lord,
Yo,
forgive me.
wait.
Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me.
The English was
no.
not English.
Yeah, you're right.
Bicyclist.
I stumbled.
Trees into the
I
English language.
stumbled on that when I stumbled.
You didn't stumble, fam. You made up your own words, fam. A
And I
bicyclist.
corrected myself.
That's more
But yeah,
grammar
like,
right there.
I think my grandma. Yeah, like those things, they bother me so much to the point where it's like, okay, what do you do at that point? Like, so what I would suggest now, just for a bit of fun, just to see. No, wait.
what do you mean?
Listen.
Just for a bit of
No,
fun.
this. I think this will be
people's
fun
lives,
or interesting at least. I'm just gonna say crimes, yeah, and we're all gonna give quick what would your preferable sentence for that crime be?
Actually, hold on. Can I just say something
I
before you do
don't
that?
know. Okay.
Go ahead,
Can I
go
just
ahead.
say something? Because
Go ahead, go
as I
ahead.
said, when I said increase the minimum sentence, that wasn't the only thing I was going to suggest.
All right, what
In
else?
my opinion, again, I think people should be forced into a life of servitude afterwards. I'm not in the opinion.
So
of-
slavery.
hold on.
No, not exactly.
Hold on.
Cut this nigga's mic.
I'm talking about what's it called?
No more. You're
Like, let's say, for example, someone gets let's say after they've done the prison sentence and whatnot.
Yeah.
In my opinion, parole isn't ending after 2 weeks or a couple of months. That's not.
Oh, some
happening,
niggas
big
get
man.
years of parole.
Like
Yeah.
when I say you're getting chipped, and let's say one day or 2 days a week, you're gonna do something to repay back. And when I say you're getting tracked, as in my opinion, you've kind of
You want
lost.
to chip them, Tom?
Big man, first of all, it's better than execution, and you lost the privilege to. You've proven that you cannot move. Okay, you can't be trusted. But I just don't believe that we should be able to. We can kill them. But I do believe we're going to put them to work because, big man, you've proven that you cannot behave yourself.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, yeah, Tom. What would
Wait,
So, like-
let me thank Tom for giving us a fate worse than death. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Listen. All
Wait
I'm
to
saying,
say
all I'm saying,
this.
it's not
Jesus
responsibility. It's not
Christ.
our choice whether you can live or not. But if you're staying in society, big man, we're putting you're putting to work to better the community that you hurt.
I
In my
mean, if you're a
opinion.
drug
So, like-
dealer, it would be kind of, get your just desserts by putting him in a rehabilitation home to help recovering addicts.
Until he finds a way to start
slows.
selling drugs to these recovering
Yeah,
addicts,
yeah,
and then
so
you're
like-
in some
No,
sick
no,
situation.
no, that's it. No.
You can't trust these criminals.
No, but the thing is, I'm not saying that what's it called? I'm not saying that I'm not saying that what's it called? These guys can't live their lives anymore. Like you come out, you can get a job, but just know, a couple of weeks out of this, like regularly, you will have to pay penance towards the community that you hurt.
Pay penance.
You have to pay your penance because first of all, I just don't believe that we can just off these people for the crimes. Even though I might personally believe that they should. I don't think it's my responsibility to decide whether they should live or die.
I'm the leader of the country,
But-
so it's my.
I just think that
we
I'm
all got
not
our own
gonna lie.
country here.
I'm not gonna lie because your death toll's gonna be rampant, bruv. But for me, I'm putting my criminals to work, and they're gonna be chipped and they're gonna be monitored for however long I see fit.
Yours
My-
sounds like the modern American
Yeah.
prison system, my guy.
No,
Yeah,
because that
'cause
parole.
don't they have
When I
the
say
three,
no, for me, parole isn't
strikes
ending,
sort of
big
thing?
man. Parole isn't ending. You're monitored. That's you done. You're monitored, as in you're gonna have limitations on you. You're gonna have your curfew. Certain areas you ain't going no more.
To be
If
fair,
you're
they
a
don't
paedophile,
chip you. They put the
yeah, but
band
that's
over
only
your
for
ankle.
parole, and parole is limited. You can't have life on parole. I don't think. I'm not sure if you can, but I'm pretty sure you can. For
I've
me,
heard of life without parole.
for me, you're having life on parole after you do that shit. And if you're caught, if it's actually a paedophile, if you're caught near a school, big man, it's off. It's off. As in, you ain't stepping around. There's no strikes after that. It's off. So I believe like life imprisonment. I'm not executing no one, bro. But life imprisonment. But I just feel like we should give them a chance to serve a penance. Even though I'm not going to trust them, but they should get a chance to serve a penance to the community. they
Let's
hurt.
hear what the king of Malaysia has to
Nah,
say.
bro, he's a dictator.
Nah,
Listen,
I hear
don't
that.
let Mo
Nice
into
country name.
politics.
I hear that.
Yeah, Mo's.
I just want to run through it still. So I've got one crime for you guys.
Okay.
Crime.
Okay, let's start very easy.
Oh, I still want to see
Stealing.
this.
Let's say you're stealing from a convenience shop.
6 months.
Toby?
What are they stealing?
No time.
Stealing from a convenience.
From a
What
convenience
are they
shop.
stealing?
It
No.
could be anything from
I'm
a convenience
asking.
shop.
I'm asking. Are you stealing items or cash?
Oh,
Items, not cash.
but you're still stealing something.
Still stealing. It's an item of monetary value. So
Yeah.
No time in prison.
No time.
Fine. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
All right.
fine.
Is it armed robbery?
This guy's clearly twisted, fam. Fine. Fine.
Wait, was it an armed robbery?
No, it's just you're just stealing from a convenience shop. No armed robbery, nothing.
Wait, you're.
You said 6 months stuff. You can change that if you
Said
want.
6 months. I don't think that's time in prison.
Man said fine, you know.
Maybe I'll bring it down to 3, man. Bring it down
3
to
months. All right, Tom.
I'd say 6 months.
6 months.
3. Yeah, I'll bring it out. Nah, they're stealing.
I think
Say
I think
10
Toby's
years.
makes sense. No, I think Toby's makes the most sense
Okay.
of that thing. But I'm gonna put when I edit, I'm gonna put the real time that you'd get for this prison,
Oh,
for,
right.
for this crime. Yeah, like whatever happens if you get caught for this, let's see what happens. Okay, next one. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, armed robbery. What are you man saying?
Armed robbery, fuck.
Armed robbery of what? A house or a store?
House, store.
Anyone injured?
Because if it's a house, it's someone.
People
can.
can get injured in those things. So
And
just
doesn't know-
assume.
And doesn't know because the thing is, all these
Fair,
make a difference. Like whether people are injured, whether it's a store, how many people they're holding hostage.
True, true,
like,
true. Let's say armed robbery of a bank. There's 10 people being held hostage. You don't kill anyone. Maybe someone gets bruised or injured, but nothing mad.
So you have to talk about all these man's trauma as well. This is mad.
You sound like you
Come
care.
on, guys.
Okay, armed
Nah,
robbery.
you're holding the bank. You're holding the bank up.
Armed robbery.
5 years.
I say 10.
I'd say 10 too.
Yeah, I'll go with a solid 10. We'll see what the number is there. Yeah, cool. Alright, cool. Murder.
I say.
Well, like,
Motivated
What
or-
type
like-
of murder? Give
it's
us
like-
one specific.
like
scenario.
premeditated
I
murder.
think if you
Let's
give us
say
scenarios.
premeditated murder.
Okay.
You plan to do this.
Big man, whole 30
Was
to
it for
40 years.
revenge, a crime of passion?
Doesn't matter.
30 to 40 years, big man.
Wait,
Unless
was it
it
for
matters to you.
revenge or a crime of passion or
It's
just?
just you planned the murder. What was revenge? What they killed you?
Actually,
They killed someone that you know. Murder's murder, my guy.
That's your life.
You're going to you still go to prison if you kill someone, even if you do it for revenge. Or they stole your girl. Anyway,
That's your life.
imagine. So wait, what are you saying, Tom?
That's your life.
Life in prison.
A life for a life equivalent exchange.
Life.
So wait, when you say a life for a life, do you mean life imprisonment or murder? Like
I
execution?
mean,
Capital.
equivalent exchange.
Capital punishment.
Okay then. no.
Okay, fair enough.
What do you clarify what you're saying? Are you saying execution?
I'm saying balance.
Let's not waste time. He's
I'm
saying
saying
capital
execution. I'm saying
punishment.
execution.
Say capital
Like, I'm saying execution. So I forgot what it's called again. Capital.
Yeah, capital
punishment.
punishment.
Capital
I
Just
think
saying-
solitary confinement for life, big man.
Oh,
Solitary confinement.
Stick him in the
Nah,
hole.
even
You got a man
that's
taking up
that's
space
crazy.
in prison.
Exactly,
I'd say
fam.
stick
Exactly.
him- I say stick him in the hole, throw a couple
Nah,
loaves of bread and fish.
Life
down
in
there.
prison.
Life in prison.
Life in prison.
You man could put this on a poll as well. You know,
Nah,
I never just deep that.
Listen,
Yeah, yeah.
Mo,
Alright.
deep it. Put them in a hole, throw a couple loaves of bread, throw some fish, maybe a bottle of water. That's it.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this is something I see equivalent.
That's
Yeah,
a fish.
rape.
Execution thing.
Mad. You know what? I can
Confirmed.
Life in prison.
Confirmed.
yeah, like confirm that this guy did it.
Confirmed. Actually, not.
'Cause I'm okay. When I say I rape, I'm saying in an ideal world where you can tell for a fact whether the guy did it or not.
Torture once a week.
All right then.
I just say that one, the laws of equivalent exchange don't apply on that one. I just say just take the life out. Right.
So
That's
okay.
not equivalent exchange.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
they
It doesn't
don't
apply. It
apply.
doesn't
They don't
apply on
apply.
that one. I just say you finish that one quickly, fam. Don't even put him in prison. Just confirm the thing. And
Torture once a week, bro.
Alright.
Waterboarding thing on Mondays, electrocution on Tuesdays.
Tom, you have some bloodlust, fam. You're
No, it's
Life in prison.
life in prison.
I guess I'm not for capital punishment. I think
Okay,
this made
so
me
you
realize.
yeah, so you essentially see rape and murder on equivalent levels then.
Oh yeah,
premeditated.
premeditated. Yeah.
Yeah, premeditated
Yeah.
murder. True.
I think so. You can I guess you can justify some cases of murder, but obviously you can't.
Yeah.
justify-
Even
cool.
the rape one, just
Even
life
though
for
it's
life.
Child. molest-
But I can't lie to you. I mean, sometimes you have to internalize something and bring it home. Like, if that was someone close to you, would you want that person alive?
What do you
I
mean?
want
That
that
it
person.
happens to.
I want a person. in
You have to be
pain, bro.
consistent with your moral stuff.
I'd
So
want
Exactly.
You're this pisses me
No,
off.
but very tough. Very tough. That's the way. The way I see
Yeah.
it when I think about rape and murder, all them crazy things here is not if it's happening. Like even when it's happening to random people, still disgusting and mad.
Yeah.
I always bring it close to home. What would I want that person to go through? Then that's the way I have it for everybody.
I'd want that person in pain. bro.
That's true. That's true. So
not gonna
maybe I
lie.
wasn't deep in it too much. Like,
Death
as
is
in
too
if I bring
easy,
it back
bro.
home. So if I bring it
Yeah,
back
I
home,
think-
Nah.
I want.
No, because the
I
thing
know.
is-
I say execution. I can't lie. If I bring it back home, then
There
it's
we go.
execution.
I want you in
see,
pain.
look, you say it's too easy, and people have made that statement all the time. Yeah, like you know, I
Death
don't know
is
if you
too
man
easy.
ever had like.
So
this
you want to be sending your tax
conversations.
off to my man?
Yeah, no.
He's talking about
No,
death.
see, my thing is, yeah.
I'll stick you in a
Oh,
hole.
death is too
I'll stick you
easy.
in a hole
I
and
feel
ask
like
about
that's for
something.
people that actually value their life and care. Like someone that actually cares about their life and wants to live a nice, free life, blah blah blah, will actually value. Oh, I want to be alive. These people that were mad enough to be killing other people, planning because it's premeditated. We're talking about, yeah, planning someone else's murder, raping somebody, all that other crazy things. Yeah, these man they're not right in the head. You
I
think they'll
believe
care?
that- I
You
believe
think they
that
care if you
fate's
leave them
worse than
alive?
death.
Those man will not mind being tortured. You know, maybe a bit of torture, and then you off them, but.
Nah, bro. For me, you're getting
Standard.
a torture sentence. I believe there should be a torture sentence.
Okay, cool. Dealing, let's
When
say,
you were
Class A
doing-
drugs.
You were doing child molestation. We didn't do that.
Yeah, but I'll say that's quite similar to rape.
In my
Yeah,
opinion,
it's-
castration thing and torture.
I say 10 years.
Wait,
10
for
years for
dealing
child
drugs?
molesting.
Oh,
For, you said class
Oh,
A
cool. Just
drugs.
making sure. Class A drugs. I was very,
Yeah,
I was very
when the hell
worried.
did you-
Oh,
that
you said
even
that
come
before.
I said that
we
before,
didn't
but then we
he
didn't.
didn't set you up to have to.
Yeah, don't worry. I got scared.
Yo.
Okay, so Class A drugs.
Yeah,
10
10 years. Only because
I need
I'll
to
say
think
the
about-
worst
I
of
need
the
to think about that.
I'll say the worst of
Can
the
I-
worst.
I'll search up what's included.
Pretty sure cocaine. and heroin.
cocaine, heroin,
Is it dealing class A drugs or possession?
Dealing.
yeah, dealing,
Yeah, that's
cocaine,
what you do.
heroin, like the usual in it. But yeah, the only reason I say 10 years is because I think if you're dealing, 10 years takes you out the game. Like in my opinion.
You
Okay.
shut the game like you can't catch up.
I mean,
fair.
You see man like Kane in the
no,
power.
like because man, people move on.
Nah.
Because people move on. I feel like
you don't think
can't
they'll
come
try
back.
and
Maybe I've seen too much Top Boy. Who knows? But I feel like you go in, you're dealing. Then we catch you. You're dealing, and then the people on the outside, yeah, they're still doing their thing, but they probably grow up. They get caught. They relocate. The system changes. They move differently, and now you're some guy who doesn't even know what the hell's going on here. Maybe you can relearn if that's all you know, but I feel like it would be harder to get back into it. So you might find something else that's a lot easier. Or in that 10 years time, you reflect like, nah, the drug thing is in mind. Because how long can you keep your conviction for that fire for dealing, burning? You get me? Like most man would probably be like 1 year could be like you're in, nah, fam, cool. 1 year, do my time, I'm out and I'm back on the roads.
Yeah.
10 years, that fire will dwindle, I think.
I think 20 years, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, for me,
10,
20,
15.
For me, 20
The fire will
years.
dwindle. Like,
Nah, 20
say
years
about
is
10.
enough, guys. Is enough for the people that you were in the game with to either be dead or in prison. So by the time you come out, you ain't come back to the game.
Actually, if I guess they've just dealt drugs, no one's been harmed in the process of dealing drugs.
there's always violence.
I'd say 5 years.
Okay, and Toby,
Class
the only
A.
reason I'm gonna bring up because you said no one's been harmed, like,
Oh.
but then those drugs themselves, the reason they're Class A drugs is because they're the most dangerous drugs on the market. So whether or not you personally or directly done something to somebody in the way of dealing in your like your life of dealing drugs or however long you've been dealing drugs, the drugs that you've been putting out on the street, selling to people has led to people dying, people getting hurt, people stealing from their families, etc., etc., etc. I think the way they look at those drugs is not just you dealing drugs, but the effects those drugs are having on the community. So that's why they give them longer sentences. I'm pretty sure it'll be bigger than 5. It'll be bigger than 5. But you would give 5.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, I'd still give 5. Yeah, that's. I'll admit I'm too nice to
He's
be.
a lenient guy, fam.
I'm
Hey.
I'm too nice to be.
Now,
in
what are
this
you doing with
business,
nice
man.
guys? I'm putting this guy away.
Oh,
Oh,
10 years
jeez.
is a good number.
I think
Jeez.
20 years, bro. 10 years isn't enough. You can still get back.
20 years is
No,
excess,
no, you
man,
can,
like,
you can get back.
after
in the-
10, you're
Yeah, I
not
think 20
gonna,
is a
you're not
bit
going to
much.
be as eager to get back into that life. you
No,
know?
in 20 years you'll be a lot. First of all, it is a what's it called, deterrent. Second of all, 10 years you can still get back. 20 years, the people that you were out here on job with are either dead or in prison.
What if they're still in the game?
Huh? I'm saying most likely. Most likely, the
Oh,
stuff
first.
was on about people that like it's enough for you not to be on that. Big man, people will still come out after 10 years.
Okay. I've just got one final one. This one is a lot more. I think man will think about this more. Tax fraud.
Listen.
Taxes.
Listen.
No one wants to pay them, but we have to.
Facts.
Tax fraud. What do you mean? Like, is that tax fraud and tax evasion? Are they two separate things? I believe.
I mean, tax evasion is still fraudulent.
So like, I don't know. Just the way I understand it, not paying tax.
Yeah, let's
Right.
just say it's not paying tax.
I feel like if you're financially, illiterate or like you don't know what the hell's going on.
No, I'm not saying this. Like, I'm not talking about things you do by accident.
Do they forgive stuff you do by accident?
I
Asking for a
mean-
friend, just in case.
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea.
But like, I just mean
Fuck.
tax is one of them ones.
This is tough.
Because it's money, you can sort it out with money. Like you find them, make sure they pay it back and stuff like that. So I'll say, I don't even want to put you guys away, fam. You know, like if you do tax fraud, unless it's if you do tax fraud, yeah, man, just hold the fine or what's it called, where you have to pay back what you miss and then a little bit on top. Just do that. Just do
Interest.
that. Just do that. So the one that I would say people need to go away for is white collar crime. I think tax fraud might be in white collar crime, but I think white collar is to do with finances and stuff. So embezzlement of a company,
Oh, okay.
that one you probably need to go away because you're stealing from a business, fam. You get me? Stealing from the government, even stealing from the government, it's kind of mad. But if you're stealing from fucking as the headquarters or some shit, yeah, you kind of need to go away.
So tax evasion, you're saying what? Fine. So stealing from a company,
Fine.
then you're going away for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Toby?
Because the way I see it is like, by evading tax, you're like stopping your contribution to society.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
No, but he's not
my
wrong.
God.
He's not wrong, though.
Toby, no.
He's not wrong.
How many years is he getting?
No, it's true, but that's the thing. I'm not sure if I actually don't know.
No,
Like,
guys.
I know you're not contributing to society. You're not helping people progress, but I don't think that's prison time. I can't lie.
Exactly, it's money. So
I
just
don't think
fix
it's
it with
prison
money.
time.
Like, just,
But at the same time, it's fucked up too.
if
Especially if
you're
you're making beer.
Yeah, if you're making enough to fraud tax, you can pay that shit back.
That's not enough.
You
Then
don't
you
need
should
to
have
go
paid
to
it in the
You
first
should-
place. There's people
yeah.
that are on much lower salaries that pay tax, and it's much more. It hurts them more, but they still pay. What are you talking
You
about?
should still have it as a deterrent regardless. Because if that's the case, everyone's going to try tax evading and then...
Yeah,
Trust
you'll
me,
fail.
if in the end you
pay
need
it
to
back,
pay it back.
and know that they can catch you, and they'll catch you again, take more money off you until you learn your lesson. All I'm saying is the government doesn't make money if you're in jail, but they can keep making money when they keep catching you and getting a little bit more on top.
So what are you saying? You're saying nothing. You're saying fine.
Yeah.
Toby, please.
Bro, I don't know.
I want to see reason in this room.
I think north of 100k.
I
8 to 10
don't know.
years.
8 to 10 years.
So wait, if they're making 100k,
What's called the amount what's called that's being gained from the tax fraud.
All right,
10 years.
give us a reason
I'm
why.
saying
Like,
5,
why
by
are
the way.
people
It might
getting
be
years?
tough. I'm fine. Every man will be doing it.
Yes, and
Tough,
every man will get
tough.
caught.
No, tough. Thing is,
I've
not
got
every
man,
man
sir.
does.
2 years.
2 years.
There we
I
go.
like it. I like
Oh,
it.
you lot are ruthless.
Nah, it might be.
yes.
It
Oh,
might,
allow the man, man. They're just trying to keep the money. They don't like paying tax. Fuck the
Nah,
government.
I think if it's
Pricks.
I think it's what's called if it's like if it's small scale, I think 3 years, 3 to 5, depending on the amount. But I think large scale, big man, you're holding it a hot 8 to 10 years
Yeah.
because we have to remember prison time isn't just a punishment; it also acts as a deterrent. If it wasn't, people wouldn't be trying to hide the fact that they deal drugs. If a fine isn't deterring, man, they're out here trying to fraud 100, what's called half a million of the government.
Yeah.
Like a
But to
fine
me-
isn't deterring them, Taff.
Yeah. For me, it goes back to like the fear of the presence. Like if they're constantly catching these man and they're always on job, it's more of a deterrence for them to actually be 100% on it all the time than it is to have
Which
some
is practically impossible.
like it is. But like the better they are at catching people, the more for deterrent that is than actually
True.
having 100 years but you rarely catch someone. You know, when you look at it that way, which would you rather have?
But
Like
tough-
some massive number that very few people get, or the fact that they're always catching, there's no escape.
But
There's
Taff, we're
no-
talking about the way shit is now. Like the way shit is now.
Yeah, I don't know what the
you want-
success rate is, to be fair. But
All
I'm
I'm-
just
all I'm
out my
saying-
heart. I'm just saying.
All I'm saying, they
they're
have.
fine.
I'm pretty sure that you can have a department dedicated to that.
Yeah.
What's it called? They have a department dedicated to it. What are you doing? Because like, there's no what's it called whether they're on it or not. That's not really in the scenario. It's just like right now, what do you think the sentence should be?
Yeah, fine. Still
Fine,
fine.
sure,
Yeah.
fine.
Instead of fine. All right. Well, this has been Silas Podcast. You've seen the wild opinions of certain members today. Because honestly, certain men aren't acting right.
Like where the wild. You open this podcast up saying I smoked tiki beaky. Who that smoke?
Anyway, it's been your host Mo, aka More Money, because I'd be tax evading and
King of
rarely
Malaysia.
paying that fine.
King of Malaysia.
Yeah, King of Malaysia.
Malaysia.
And I've been joined today
Mussolini
by
Mo.
Mussolini.
Toby the Guy Senpai.
Who's tough? You found out on the pod, aka the champion.
And it's your boy Tom. torture should be a thing. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for supporting us so far. Feel free to share with a friend. It really helps us out.
Yeah, man.
Slide us your opinions on how long you think these crimes should be. And right now we are